Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This video is about the Marxist concept of alienation from the products. So, Marx critiqued capitalism from various perspectives, and one of them is alienation from the products. So, let's have a look. So, in capitalism, the worker produces, so there is a division of labor. So, Marx, when he's critiquing capitalism, he's imagining or in the background he has the factory production, industrial production in mind when he's critiquing capitalism. So let's keep that in mind when we study Marx. So in capitalism or in factory line production, there is division of labor and there is specialization. So the worker is actually working on one aspect of the production, and once the product is created, the worker does not own what he produces. Rather, the factory or the business owner, the capitalist, owns the final product. So different workers work on different aspects of the production, but the final product is not owned by the workers. So there is a separation from efforts. There is a separation between efforts and the final output. The worker is paid a wage, but the final product belongs to the capitalist. So the workers do not own what they have worked hard on. The capitalist sells the product for money in the market, and the worker has no say in where that product goes, who the product is sold to, how much is the product sold for, or who benefits from it. So all the workers get from their effort is only a wage. And in the view of Marx, this wage is quite low, and it doesn't represent the actual contribution of the workers. So there is exploitation from two perspectives. One, the wage is quite low, and the other, the worker does not own the final product. Now, since the worker has no control over their product, the destination becomes meaningless to them. They do not feel personally connected to their work because it is just a job to earn wages for survival. So there is no attachment between the workers and the product. So they're not personally attached because they don't own the final product. They become indifferent, and this is what is called as alienation of the workers from the product. Finally, the market system hides the human labor behind products, so workers don't see the people who buy their products, and buyers don't see the workers who made them. So in pre-capitalist economies, so the artisans used to produce, let's say, a table or a chair. The artisan or the carpenter would produce a chair, and then he would sell it. He would own that chair, so he would have a personal connection with that chair. So there was no alienation. In fact, there was an attachment between the worker and the chair or the product. And then also the worker would then sell the chair, or the artisan or the carpenter would sell the chair to a buyer, and there would be a close interaction, a human relationship between the artisan and the consumer and the buyer. But none of that exists in capitalism. So the worker is like a cog in the machine. It's just like a part as an input to the production process. So there is no human element. There is alienation, there is indifference between the workers and the output or the final product.